Okay, guys, so for this set of notes, they are guided notes like the last ones. And what you guys should do is go onto your Google Classroom. I would open up the notes onto one tab, and then I would pull up this video onto another tab. And I'm just going to go through, and if you need to pause the video because you need to write it down or type in the notes into the Google Doc, that's fine. And these notes are on energy. And so we are actually going to be talking about two types of energy today. And those two types of energy are kinetic and potential. So that's our first topic. And so first we have to figure out what energy actually is. So energy is the ability to do work when a force moves when a force moves an object through a distance or cause changes. So you guys, when you're filling this in, you're actually writing in anything that's underlined and in purple here. So that's what you're actually filling in. So energy is the ability to do work when a force moves an object through a distance or cause change. Okay. And you use energy to do work and transfer energy from one object to another while doing work. So that's how energy is used. And again, you're writing in the purple letters onto your notes sheet. So the first type of energy that we're going to talk about is potential energy. So potential energy definition is energy that is stored. And just kind of like the name suggests, it has potential to do something. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily doing something right now. It's stored energy, it's waiting to be used, but it is there to be used potentially. And some examples are like an elastic band being stretched. So again, when you stretch an elastic band, it's not actually doing anything, but there is energy stored in that stretch that could be used if you were to let go. Another example is a skate park or a skateboard when you're at the top of a hill at a skate park. And so, for example, if you're on a skateboard, you're at the top of the hill, you're not moving, but you have the potential to move. Okay, so you have potential energy. A tennis ball, before you drop it on the ground, again, is not moving, but has the potential. It has energy stored. And if you were to drop it, there would be energy because it has stored energy, potential energy. And it's determined by the height of whatever you're talking about and stretching or compressing something. So what I mean by determined by is that potential energy increases or decreases depending on height, stretching, or compressing, and the mass of the object. So how much matter is actually in the object will also change the amount of potential energy. Kinetic energy is the opposite of potential energy. And that is energy that is in motion. So potential energy is stored, not moving. Kinetic energy actually means motion. Kinetic energy, if you ever hear someone say like that they're a kinesthetic learner, it has the same prefix, Kine. And that just kind of means that they like to actually do something to learn something, like they're a hands-on type of person. So they're actually moving. And so kinetic energy is energy that is in motion. Examples of that are the elastic band actually in motion. So we go to stretch, that's potential. As soon as we let go and it starts to fly and it's moving, that is kinetic energy. A skate park, when you are going down the hill at a skate park, that is kinetic energy. When you actually drop the tennis ball and the tennis ball is falling to the ground, that is kinetic energy. And kinetic energy is determined by a few things. So kinetic energy will either increase or decrease based on the mass, so how much matter is in the object. The speed of the object, so how fast it is going or how slow it is going, will determine how much kinetic energy it has. And it's also determined by the potential energy. So kinetic energy depends on how much potential energy there is. That's kind of weird, but kinetic energy is also determined by friction. So that's it. those are the super simple notes that you guys have for kinetic and potential energy. We're going to be working more with this in class. We're going to do some examples and some activities, and we're going to learn more about this in the next couple weeks. And again, if you need to kind of go back, rewind this video, restart it to get all your notes down. All right, I will see you soon.